Well, good Thursday afternoon. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Targeting the Violence here on Facebook Live. Got a lot of information for you today that we're going to try to squeeze in a short amount of time, but it's something going to be beneficial for our entire community. You know, every Thursday we come together, we try to find ways to better our community, especially helping our youth, that we're being plagued with violence in our city. And one of the reasons that statistics show for an upsurge in violence is homelessness. And here to join me, we've got Asha Staples and Kendall Young from Housing First to talk about a big event that y'all have going on. Is it tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am, it is. It's tomorrow at the grounds from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Event that is designed to create some stability to those less fortunate individuals in our community.
So what are some of the things that you have to offer?
We have Aaliyah there giving free IDs. We also have a district and city court that will be there. We have Alabama volunteer lawyers there hearing cases to kind of position the clientele that we serve to kind of set them up for success and remove those hurdles that prevent them from getting to the place that they want to be or desire to be in life.
And when you mean a court there, it's like, or a judge, or is it like something that if they have a record to clear them of something, or what does that mean?
That's correct. So a lot of the homeless have warrants and things on their record that prevent them from getting IDs, prevent them from moving into certain neighborhoods or apartment complexes. So all of these things kind of possibly will remove those things off of their record. So that's why they go before a judge. They allow the lawyers to hear their situation and kind of see what they can do to kind of make their situation a little bit better.
Okay. And what about actually helping them with housing? Is that going to be a possibility there, or some other things they need if they're out on the streets?
Yes, ma'am. There will be some housing organizations there to assist them in whatever needs that they could possibly can be assisted. South Alabama will have their medical student as well as nurses student there where they can get those health and wellness checks. We'll have Bishop State there providing haircuts. There's a plethora of agencies there to just kind of not just make them feel good about themselves, but help them to realize that they are individuals too, and we want to see that what we can do in order to possibly get them housed and get them better off in their situation.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Housing First. Asha is Director of Communications. Exactly what does Housing First do? Because, I mean, yeah, a lot of people don't know. Mm-hmm. Some people have never heard of you. They're just trying to find some type of relief.
Right. I think a lot of people think that when they hear Housing First or that we work with homelessness, number one, we are a federally funded organization, so there are certain criteria that you have to meet. You have to meet HUD's standard of homelessness. So where you slept last night by choice or by force, I'd like to say, because a lot of people, you do have that option to go sleep on your mom's couch or your cousin's couch or something that's not really homeless by their standards. So a lot of people say, well, I don't have a place to stay. You have to literally be sleeping in your car, in a shelter, or a hotel. We have certain programs that fall under different criteria. We have a domestic violence program, so if you're actively fleeing a domestic situation. We have a veterans program. That's great because veterans, they get superior service and benefits. We have a day one program where it's helping working poor families. So depending on where you fall in line, and again, there is a affordable housing problem everywhere, not just for the homeless. So, there's a line, there's a list. Right. And I think a lot of people think that they call us and they can immediately get situated. Unfortunately, that's not the reality. So having them to understand that there is a priority list, there is a list of what we can do, and because of federal funding, we're limited by certain things. So when we have donations coming in, we're able to go outside of those parameters that HUD kind of puts us in a box at. But for the most part, we do what we can with what we have, and we're getting the funding as we can.
Let's talk about the process of homelessness or the problems that it causes, because a lot of people are probably wondering, how does that tie in with targeting the violence? But in the school system, they're saying they have over 200 families, children in the school system that don't have a place to live. And you may not know that. They could be the kid right in your classroom, but then those are the kids that also sometimes will have the behavior problems, that have a hard time learning because they don't have a place to live. So, that connecting that, what do those parents need to do? How can they help? Or how can Housing First help them?
I'll let you speak to the housing.
One of the programs that you talk about, that's kind of how that program came about. Because those individuals, when you talk about HUD, those individuals that are homeless within the school system, they're couch surfing or they're staying in a hotel that has been paid for by themselves, those types of things prevent them from being helped by HUD. So with the creation of the Day One program, we're able to assist this group of individuals that we couldn't assist before. So that Day One program is designed, it's us in a partnership with the school system that go out and target those individuals that we couldn't help before. So the school system, we get those referrals from the school system, and we're able to help those families. And we don't just house those families, but we try to help those individuals find jobs that will create sustainability, jobs that will create them the opportunity where they won't need us again. So we have partnered with the Mobile Chamber of Commerce as well, and it's a group of collaborative individuals that's trying to help these families in the school system become self-sustained, where they can no longer need Housing First in the future. It's a program that sets itself apart from the other programs that we have to offer.
And I will say that with that, what I've seen in my short time is that we could probably help a lot more families. One thing that I see a lot of moms are vulnerable about is thinking that their kids are going to be taken away because they don't have certain situations. So a lot of them are fearful of, being honest on an application because they're fearful of that, as they should be. But just to clarify any of that misconception or confusion, we do what we need to do. And honestly, if you have a child in that situation, you become higher priority. So we want people to know you have to be vulnerable, you have to be honest about your situation so we can best know where to put you and how to help.
So it's just a matter of coming forward and asking for that assistance.
That's correct.
Right.
That's correct.
You mentioned helping them find jobs. Now, as far as tomorrow's event, and what's the official name of the event tomorrow?
Project Homeless Connect.
Project Homeless Connect. Are you going to have people there to help with, job placement, job skills, different things like that?
Yes, ma'am, we will. We will have the Mobile Career Center there. We will have also there. We will have other companies there that will provide jobs for those individuals that are seeking those types of things. So yeah, there is an opportunity for employment tomorrow.
Now, is there a way for people to get there if they do not have transportation?
Certainly. So we have partnership with the Wave Transient, who once they get on the bus, all they have to do is tell them, I want to go to Project Homeless Connect, and they will get you there.
And this is for
free of
Mobile and
charge.
Baldwin County.
Oh, for Mobile and Baldwin County.
Free of charge, yes, ma'am. In Baldwin County, we have a pickup location at Potosi Pantry at 8 in the morning. We will get you to and from the fairgrounds, get you back in Baldwin County. But for the Mobile residents, all you have to do is get on the Wave, tell them you want to go to Project Homeless Connect, and they'll get you there.
Now, for the past couple of years, we've faced the pandemic. Now we're facing inflation. Have you seen the number of people coming for help or the homeless population increase?
The numbers in Mobile from point in time count, they typically stay the same, but there has been an uptick in the number. Just for example, last year we had over 535 people that identified as literally homeless that attended the Project Homeless Connect. The previous year there were like 350. So you can see the uptick in that number, that it is raising because, as Asha said, the low income housing that's is absent, and not just in Mobile. That's a nationwide issue. So that with everything else, inflation, COVID, there have been a lot of things that is contributing to this homeless pandemic, because you have mental health. There's a lot of variables that play into this situation. We can talk all day about what makes a person homeless, but Housing First is here just to assist, not just providing housing, but we provide case management, and we collaborate with other organizations because we realize we can't do it all. It takes a community, it takes all of us to put people where they need to be. So it's a community effort, and with this event, the community has really answered the call because they've donated shirts, they've donated clothing, they've donated jackets, they've donated all of the things that we take for granted, things that can help these people in their situation.
And that's good. Are you still taking donations? I mean, because I didn't even know y'all were taking donations, or what does someone need to do?
We take donations 365 days a year, not just for Project Homeless Connect. Homelessness is a year-round situation that we face. So you can just reach out to us on our webpage, or you can call our office, or you can call me, 251-654-7424, and I'll get you where you need to be.
Okay, and we've got the full screen up right now. We can show people Project Homeless Connect. That is tomorrow from 8 o'clock to 2 p.m. at the grounds. It's located on Cody Road. Of course, there's free transportation if you get on the Wave bus. Just tell them that you want to go to Project Homeless Connect at the grounds, and that's in Mobile and Baldwin County. That's so important, too, for health and wellness checks. A lot of people who are homeless can't afford to go to see a doctor, and they may have some issues. So that's also a good thing that you have there. And the legal services, I mean, that's so good. We need to say that again, because a lot of people maybe that's what's keeping them out on the streets.
And it is, because a lot of them face these crimes that they get for not having an ID, or crimes where they've been loitering, and just a lot of things. So that's the reason we have these courts and these lawyers there to hear these cases and try to sympathize with them at this event, because we're advocates and we want to advocate for them, because sometimes they are viewed as being voiceless. So we become that voice to try to assist them and help them get out of this. So it's an awesome event, and we thank the community for all that they do for Housing First.
That's awesome. Asha, again, if somebody can't get there tomorrow, they want to get some information from Housing First, what do they need to do?
I would say, echoing what Kendall said, just visiting our website. We have intake forms. We have, I'm actually under the process of revamping our website, but we still have all the information there, the different programs, how you can contact us, our addresses. So even if you can't call and you can get there, just get there, and we have people that'll take care of you.
Okay, and where y'all located?
We are off of Washington Avenue, 279 North Washington Avenue. It's right next door, actually, to Waterfront Rescue Mission.
Okay.
If that makes it easier for folks to
get
place
closer,
where
yeah.
we are. Yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much. I know tomorrow's going to be a huge success. We could talk about homelessness and the problems that we're seeing constantly over and over again, especially with more people coming into the city looking for work or looking for some type of relief or break. I know that y'all are staying very, very busy, but we appreciate what you do. Again, that's Project Homeless Connect. That is tomorrow at the grounds from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you later. Bye.